So upon first inspection, you might look at the upcoming games for the Switch in the month of August and be like, where are the games at? There's nothing really huge announced or anything like that. But if you're like me, an old man, you are eating good in the month of August, or you're an old woman, RGT does not discriminate, because there are 5 games coming out in the month of August for the Nintendo Switch that just look absolutely awesome, especially if you're an old person, because these are games that will either be retro inspired or just retro games in general that have been redone for the modern era. So we're going to talk about these 5 awesome looking games that are coming to the Switch in the month of August, because honestly, I'm stupid excited. I'm going to get all of these games. I've already purchased one of them, but I'm going to get all of these games because they look really fun. They look like a good time and they resonate with old people like me. So if this is your first time here, be sure to hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share. Hit that bell notification as well. Without any further ado, let's talk about the upcoming Switch games for the month of August, especially for old people. So the first game we're going to highlight is arguably one of the most beautiful looking games I've seen in a long time, and that is a game called Frogun, or Frogun. Now, I question my pronunciation of that title, first because I'm an idiot and I don't know how to say words properly, but secondly, the whole mechanic of this game is that you have a frog attached to your arm that's sort of like a gun, hence Frogun or Frogun. I don't know, I just like saying afro because I used to have an afro because I don't know, I don't have normal hair for a white dude. But anyways, Frogun looks absolutely fantastic. It's obviously a 3D inspired platformer from the age of the N64 and the PlayStation 1. And while a lot of those games haven't held up, you know, super well because of the fact that there were 3D graphics, when you make them look HD, I think they look absolutely gorgeous. There's so much character, there's so much charm in those games when it comes to the visual style, as long as it's done in a proper manner. I love the whole mechanic of the frog having like an extended tongue, because if you played N64 platformers, you would remember a game called Chameleon Twist, where you played as a chameleon and he would use his tongue to sort of traverse through the levels and basically just solve different things, get to different areas, and that was the whole crux of the game. I love the Collectathon 3D platformers. I love how this looks true to that, you know, 64-bit style of action platformer, but still looks modern enough to make, you know, everyone be able to appreciate this game. I have a lot of high hopes for this game. This is honestly a game I'm super looking forward to, and that's no hyperbole. Like I said, it comes out on August 2nd. It's called Frogun. Frogun. Don't come to me for English pronunciations and stuff like that. Come to me for video game news and video game reviews, because I'm better at that than I am speaking, you know, basic English. Battalion Wars is honestly one of my favorite Nintendo franchises, and the fact that, well, they never really make them anymore is kind of a disappointment. I love the Advance Wars style. I like strategy style games because I think they're fun, but I like it when you're able to sort of control it beyond just planning where your troops go. You actually control your troops and things like that. And Toy Soldiers HD is coming out on the Nintendo Switch on August 5th, and I'm getting some serious Battalion Wars vibes. Now, I believe this was originally an Xbox Live arcade game way back on the Xbox 360 that was very popular. I never played it, so I can't speak on that version of the game. But looking at this version of the game, it looks like something I'd really enjoy. You obviously plan out where your troops are going to go. It's essentially a tower defense style game, but instead of just planning where everything goes and then everything is sort of controlled on its own, you can actually take control of things, from infantry units to flight mechanics such as planes and different sorts of ships and tanks that will be on the battlefield themselves to wipe out the enemies. Obviously, since it's called Toy Soldiers, it sort of has that mechanic from the little green army men that we used to play as little kids. Once again, these are games for old people that will resonate with things like this. But I think it looks really cool, as long as it doesn't have that godforsaken Eminem Toy Soldier song in the game, which I feel like Eminem would charge a lot of money to get his song in this game. I think this game looks really cool. I think it looks like a lot of fun, and I like these styles of games. I miss Battalion Wars. You know, Battalion Wars on the Wii was an awesome game that nobody ever really played. So I think this looks very fun. I think this looks very satisfying, and I think that Toy Soldiers HD looks like I'm going to pick up on August 5th. Almost paradise. We're looking out heaven's door. Almost paradise. How could we ask for more? Arcade paradise. I think that's something that a lot of us want to achieve in life, go to a huge arcade and just spend time in there. I mean, I obviously have a basement arcade here at my house, but Arcade Paradise looks really cool because it sort of simulates what an arcade was back in the good old days. It has like over 30 different arcade style games that you can play, ranging from like Vectric style games to, of course, like 32-bit style games. And I really like these styles of games because really you have to make a whole bunch of interesting arcade games within this game, and the fact that you're getting all of these styles within one game, I think that just makes the replay value immensely high, because you're gonna find something that you want to play. You're gonna find something that really resonates and hits with you. So, you know, that was the fun part about going to arcade. So many people sit there and remember like the heavy hitter games, you know, the Street Fighters and the Mortal Kombats and the House of the Deads. But 9 times out of 10, when you would roll up to the arcade, you wouldn't be able to play those because there would be kids already playing those games. So you had to go find what were essentially the hidden gems, the sort of weird games, to see if you liked playing those games while you waited your turn on these. I think Arcade Paradise has an excellent premise. I love the fact that it's a bunch of new arcade retro style games. So I think this game is going to be really fun to check out. Like I said, Arcade Paradise comes out on August 11th, and I will be visiting this arcade because I'm a sucker for it. PacMan, na 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 na, PacMan, na 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 na. I've never played PacMan World before. I've heard very good things about the PacMan World games. Back in the day when they came out, people didn't really appreciate them, but it seems like in retrospect, they're really well appreciated and they're really fun games. And PacMan World Repack looks freaking awesome. It's obviously a redone version of the original Pac-Man World, and I feel like I said, you know, so many people slept on these games back in the day, myself included, but those who played these games seem to really enjoy them. Obviously, Pac-Man, I almost said Plaque-Man, that would be sort of a dental thing. Pac-Man is now put into a 3D environment. It was obviously very jarring at the time because Pac-Man was sort of finding his footing back in this era. You know, what was he? Was he just a nostalgic cash grab, or could there be something more to it? And I think Pac-Man World really showed that there could be something more to it. I think Pac-Man World Repack looks just phenomenal. It looks like a game that I would enjoy playing. I like the humor that's used in the game. I love the visual style that they're doing. It's like a budget price release too. I believe it's $40 when, I mean, they probably could have charged a bit more considering the amount of work that they put into it. But Pac-Man World Repack comes out on August 26th. Definitely a must buy for me. So here's the crazy thing. Out of all these games on the list, like, these are all awesome games that I'm really looking forward to. The final game is arguably the best game on the list. It's arguably the one that everyone is playing, whether it's a younger kid or an older person like me. We're looking forward to this game, and that is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Cowabunga Collection coming out on August 30th. I'm still trying to get my greasy mitts on the collector's edition, and nobody wanted the collector's edition of this game when it was first announced. They were like, oh, this is what you get? Oh, it's overpriced. I'm not going to buy it. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, well, I got a little time to pick it up. Now, of course, it's all sold out everywhere. Best Buy still hasn't done pre-orders on it yet, so I'm hopeful that I can get it from there. But it's 13 Ninja Turtles games from various eras, going from the NES to the arcades, okay? You have Game Boy, you know, choice cuts on here, hidden gems that you never played, because I sure as hell didn't play these games. I played the first Turtles game on the Game Boy. I didn't even realize there was 3 total on the original Game Boy. There's online multiplayer for some of the games. There's behind the scenes footage. There's different sorts of illustrations that weren't used. Like, this is just amazing. This is an amazing compilation. The fact that you have such a great variety of games too, whether you're talking about the standard Turtles side-scrolling platformers or whether you're talking about the fighting game, because Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles The Fighters was like a thing back in the day, and while it might not have held up all that great, I've still never played those. I never got to play those games. The NES one is stupidly high. Go watch my video on retro game prices from yesterday, or depending on when you're watching this video, the other day, to hear me rant and rave about stuff like that. But this is a great compilation. It is friendly priced at $39.99. You get a great variety of games. You get arcade versions, you get home console versions, you got Turtles in Time, the arcade, you have Turtles in Time Super Nintendo, which is the superior version for anyone out there with a brain, and then you have Hyperstone Heist as well. Like, awesome. Cannot wait to play this. Arguably my most anticipated game of the month for August, and it's just a compilation of really old games because I'm an old man and I like old stuff. August 30th, I can't freaking wait. So old people, we're eating good. All right, we're eating good in the month of August. A great variety of stuff here. But really, it all just sort of goes back to a nostalgic feeling, and there's nothing wrong with the nostalgic feeling. You get to play older style games on your new hardware. Who doesn't love stuff like that? So let me know in the comment section down below if you plan on picking up any of these games. Let me also know if I'm an idiot. Is it pronounced Frogun or Frogun? Frogun does make more sense in my mind, but Frogun, I don't know, it just rolls off the tongue better. I think it sounds like a better thing. The developer of the game, reach out to me. Let me know how to say it, because there's going to be arguments in the comments. And as always, guys, thank you for checking out this video. If you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share, hit that bell notification as well. And as always, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Later.